Okay, McCollum family, here's what we do. Here is the Instant Pot. I got it plugged in, and you're going to immediately go ahead and hit saute. It should come up and say like 30 minutes. That's how long the heat plate on the inside is going to work. Alright, so you're going to take a half cube of butter. You're going to throw it on in there. Alright, and then we're going to let that melt down, and then we're going to put in the you got like a bag of you guys got like a I think it was like a 10-ounce bag or something like that of onions, right? I'm just going to use this. I got this other onion mix that I'm doing, so I'm going to, once this gets heated up, I'm going to throw this in there. So I'll come back in a minute once this butter gets melted. All right, see you in a second. Okay, so butter's melted, and you're going to just put this in here. We're still on the saute thing. We're still on the saute, and it's real hot down there. And we got the butter, we've got the onions, and we're just going to let that cook. I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes or so. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to stick these. We're going to stick these two things of meat in there, and then we're gonna chop it up as we're cooking it. But all right, see you in a minute. Okay, y'all, here we go. There's what it's looking like. We got this all sauteed up. Here we go.
Oh, good. Yes. Okay.
Oops.
Okay, so you're sending it to the.
All right, now.
So you're sending it to the seller.
Throwing in the meat.
Oh yes. Oh good. Oh good. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so now we're just gonna chop.
Yes.
Just gonna chop this up.
Okay.
All right, just chop, chop, chop while it cooks. And I'll show you in a few minutes what that's going to look like. You're just going to keep chopping. You're going to kind of keep chopping and keep this going. All right, see you in a minute. Just keep chopping. Just keep chopping. It's kind of like you're browning the meat. Just going to keep chopping. I'll be right back. Yeah, because it's a waterway that goes through there.
Is it a man-made creek or was it already there?
Here, give me just a second. Okay, here we go. So here's our browned beef, right? Here it goes. Right? Here's what we're gonna do. They're laughing at me. So here we go. We're putting in black beans. Okay. Tomato. Diced tomatoes. This is the Tony's, right? So 1 tablespoon Tony's.
I mean, it needs to be cleaned up. I mean, because it's overgrown and stuff. But they've got red bricks.
And here we go. 2 bags. 2 bags of the seasoning. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to put the corn in. That bag, I think it was like a small bag of frozen corn. You need to stick this in there, right? I'm not putting it in there because I don't want to mess up my keto thing I'm doing. But then, here you go. You're going to put one cup of water in there, right? Now we're going to stir this up. This is going to be insane. This stuff is delicious. All right. Now, check this out. You're going to put the lid. You're going to put the lid just like this. Okay? And then you're going to turn it in and lock it. Okay? And then this thing here, you see where it says venting? You don't want venting. You want to turn it to where it says sealed. Sealed. And then what you do is you're going to come down here. You're going to hit cancel. Okay? Hit cancel, then you're going to hit pressure cook. And then we're going to do this. We're going to do this for 10 minutes. All right? 10 minutes. So this thing's going to start heating up. And so see, it's on now. It's going to start doing the pressure cook. You're going to see this pin right here. When the pressure gets going, it's going to pop all the way up, right? And as soon as that happens, this timer here is going to start counting, you know, from 1 up to 10. And then, or you know, from 10 down to 0, and that's when it's going to be all cooked and ready to go. I'll show you what to do once it does these different steps. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, see, that's what it looks like when the pin's up. Okay, that took like about, oh, I think it took like maybe about 3 minutes or so. But then when the pin goes up, and then it might take another 3 minutes for the thing to start counting down. But I'll show you when it starts counting down. Okay, see, it starts with 10, and then it's going to count down. See, it just went to 9. It's going to count down, and then when it goes to 0, it's going to beep, and then we're going to release the pressure, and we'll get going. So I'm going to now show you how to make a cornstarch slurry type of thing, so that we can thicken these tacos. All right, I'll show you how to do this in a second. Okay, while we're waiting for this thing, it's counting down, right? While we're waiting for this, we're going to make our cornstarch thing so we can kind of make a gravy out of this. So you're going to take your cornstarch, right? We're going to do 2 tablespoons. All right, so you're going to do that. Now you're going to take, this is just water here. Now you're going to do 2 tablespoons of water. All right? And then you're just going to start stirring it. It's going to kind of feel weird at first as it's mixing, but then it slowly kind of just all melts together.
It's a dream, and I just feel, and the reason I'm not downsizing is the Lord, I thought the Lord told me, there's something,
All right, there we go. And when it's time, we're going to pour that into the taco mix because there's going to be some extra liquid in there, and it's going to thicken it up so that you can plop it in a taco and have fun. All right, see you in a minute. All right, there we go. So it goes down to 0. It beeps. So then you're going to come over here. You got to watch out because this is going to keep your hand on this side because it kicks out a lot of steam, and this top area is really hot. Okay, so you're going to take this and you're going to flip it, and it's going to let out steam and it's going to smell real good. So here we go. So you're just going to let the steam out until that little pin, until this pin drops.
We can go down. You know what I'm saying? I figured it all out.
Boom.
If you sell it for $3.70, because right now it's going to go to $3.81.
Then you can this little knob right here. You plug it in here, and that's how you do that. So, all right, here we go. And let me get my spoon, and we'll get this going. All right, so here we go. Amazing meat. So just amazing food right here. Amazing. So then what you do is you're going to take the they're going to take the cornstarch,
Not to put
right?
on the house. Not to put on the house. We will have 237 to put on the house. That's after we pay.
All right.
We will walk away.
And it's kind of magical, right? You start stirring, and
So for 370,
everything just really starts to
we will
thicken
walk
up.
away with 260. Then we pay
All right.
them.
So yeah, you're going to stir it up,
They go to 6%.
and
6% of
if it doesn't look like it's thick enough, right? You just kind of do that whole cornstarch thing all over again.
whatever on the down payment.
And all right, there we go. Let's serve some tacos.
So we put the 90.
All right, there we go. All served up.
It doesn't make sense, Mom.
All served
That's
up.
why I told Ray, and I was
Enjoy
serious
the
about my
amazing
thing.
tacos.
I said, "Ray,
Again, this is Grandma Lynn's
we're
recipe,
saving this house
and we just
for
kind of
you."
modified it a little bit
Because
to
it doesn't
to
make
work with
any
the Instant
sense.
Pot. Now, I didn't put corn in mine because I'm trying to lower the
It doesn't
carbs.
make any sense, Mom.
But please put the corn in there, you know, around the time that you put the beans and stuff in there. But yeah, this is delicious. All right, love y'all.